Hey everybody, I'm Scott Allen Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama, and it is Thursday. I got flyaway beer today. Thursday, the 19th of November, 2020. Welcome to the show. I'm back. I obviously did the 9 hour, because there was a lot of construction, drive down and turnaround to do a load last night down to the storage unit. I did a quick update yesterday before I left so that, oh, you can see the neighbor's dog. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there, hiding behind the fence, and he likes to bark at me. He's pretty sweet. He just wants to play. And, or at least that's what I think. They're always like, stay away from the dog. So I did the drive down 9 hours, very long, stopped at Carl's Jr. as I left town, and stopped at Carl's Jr. on the way back, got the Beyond Famous Star on the way down, got the Beyond Barbecue on the way back, which is a nice treat. It's my one little special thing that I get for being able to, or for taking the time to do such a long trip. At least I get to eat at Carl's Jr. And I have got my Audible working again, which I think I mentioned, but I'm not sure. I used to just be really passionate about Audible, books on CD, but obviously online, and I've been using them for forever. I actually knew the Audible guys and had been a longtime Audible listener back in 2006, 2007 when we lived in New Jersey. So because their executives were based there in the same building as us, they actually, the CEO and all of them actually were in my gym, so I would see them when I worked out in the morning, so I knew them really well. And I had been with Audible for a long time, and then Amazon bought them. And they had some problems with my account, and then with all the crap that went on in 2017, one of the luxuries that we cut out was Audible. And so between not purchasing new books, because we were trying to save money, and because of the Amazon purchase, I kind of lost track of my account. Well, in the last few days, I got it hooked back up, got it on my phone, started downloading books again, and am now using it. So I listened to, and I read this a number of years ago, but I didn't remember it all that well, so I listened to Sue Grafton's V is for Vengeance on the drive, wrapped that up, and started listening to, again, have already listened to it, but W is for Wasted. So I'm trying to get through those books again, and real soon I'm going to be turning my membership back on where I actually get new books and stuff. So looking forward to that, because I've read pretty much everything in my library, even though it's hundreds of books. But I really enjoy those. And with these drives down to Houston regularly, there's a lot of opportunity to get through a number of books, right? Because it's, 4 or 5 hours each direction. And if we're doing a trip to the storage unit, that can be 8 to 10 hours of nothing but me sitting in the car. And of course, I try to do SGL updates and other things, but quite often I'm driving at night and it's just really dark and there's no way to do anything practical. So it's a good way to use the time. So did that yesterday, got through some books, had a nice drive, did a little bit of filming for the new show, Drive Warp, which we've been working on the graphics all day. The first pilot episode, which I'm calling episode 0, because it's not quite up to what I want to do for the show, is ready. That's going to be uploaded. You're going to be able to watch that tomorrow. So I'm going to try to link it at the end of this episode. So watch for that, Drive Warp. It is my new travel show that is purely shot out of the windscreen of the car. So completely different than travel stuff I've done in the past. And really, it's just a way for me to leverage my time in the car, right? I have this really good camera equipment. In this case, it's the GoPro Hero 9 Black. It's an absolutely fantastic camera. Has this amazing time warp technology, which is their proprietary hyperlapse technology. Does all the really heavy lifting for me. Films an amazing 4K 30 frames with really good color and this amazing stabilization and automatic speed up and speed down speed ramping built in for this time-lapse stabilized whole thing, which is really, really well done. So I love the way it works, and I've been doing lots of walks like that. So I'm trying to just leverage the fact that I'm often driving all over the place and turning it into something really useful. I really like watching Hector Honduras, who does the same thing down in Honduras. But he does so without the benefit of a Hero 9 Black, so the quality of his filming is not nearly as good, and he doesn't have the hyperlapse. He does it all in real time, which can be cool because it gives you a really good chance to see buildings as they go by and everything, although I don't think he's in 4K. It's a little bit blurry. But there's so much open road and so much I'd love to see an area, but I don't want to take 3 hours to go across a little area and just see a whole bunch of fields, right? I want to be able to compress it and see it really fast and get a really good feel for what it looks like. And the time warp allows that to happen, and I really like what it does. So I think this is going to be a cool series that people are going to be really interested in. It's relatively easy for me to make, and it's footage that I want to be taking for Take Flight. So by doing this, I'm able to get small clips for Take Flight while creating this other channel that I think will have a different audience and be really interesting. So giving that a try, and I've already got about 4 or 5 episodes filmed at this point, 1 edited, and planning on doing a few more this upcoming weekend probably, and then more for sure on Thanksgiving, because we're going to be down in Houston, and that's an opportunity for me to drive all around down there and get completely different footage, because everything I've been doing has been in the Dallas area. So also some talk of me needing to run out to Columbia and Charleston, South Carolina, which would give some amazing opportunities to get some completely different footage and some really interesting stuff. So looking forward to trying some of that out. I really want to see what the feedback is like on this channel. It is way easier for me to make than other channels that I do, so that's really exciting. Of course, I've been keeping Valentina very busy because I need new avatars and backgrounds and logos and all that kind of stuff. And she's been challenged because she's been using a Mac with Adobe Creative Suite. She doesn't have access to that anymore. So she's trying to find and learn new tools, which is driving her crazy. She couldn't get Inkscape to work. She tried like GIMP and some photo editors, which totally don't do what she needs. And so I finally got her turned on to Krita, which is made by the KDE project, and she's falling in love with that and able to start getting stuff done. And that is really handy because I don't have Adobe Creative Suite either, but I do have Krita and InkSpot. And so with that, we're able to work with the same tools for the first time. That's making things a bit easier, I think, or it will. So looking forward to see how that goes. Anyway, today itself, mostly just heads down working all day. Work has been going on in our bedroom. We have to do wall repair and painting and stuff. So to do that, the television has come off the wall. So Dominic and I don't have a television in our room anymore. This actually happened a few days ago. But today is the first time it really hit us that the kids spent the evening playing A Hat in Time together, which is absolutely one of our favorite things for them to do. Not A Hat in Time specifically, although we really do like that game, but it's a 3D platformer with a story and puzzles and like lots of hand-eye stuff. So it's a really, really nice game. If you have kids, highly recommend A Hat in Time. Great title. And Liesel has played a ton of it on her own. Luciana plays some on her own, but it has a 2-player mode, maybe more, but for our girls too, and they play together. So they spent the entire evening, from the time I got off of work until I went to bed. They were playing A Hat in Time the entire time. Very, very cool. So they had a really fun bonding evening together, but Dominic and I wanted to watch something. We have no TV in our room, so we spent a little bit of time doing cleaning and packing and stuff in our room, and then switched to the girls' room because their TV is still there, and we watched some holiday movies on the big screen there. We watched A Bad Mom's Christmas, which was not too bad, actually. So that was most of our evening spent in there. I ended up working again after everyone went to bed because Jeremy needed me for some stuff. So we worked until about 2:30 in the morning. And then off to bed. So that's my day. Tomorrow will be mostly packing and video stuff and getting ready for the weekend. I did mention this before. I will be staying here this weekend. Everyone else is heading to Houston on Saturday morning. So tomorrow we have to get the cars packed. And then when that is all done, I will actually have a quiet weekend. And then on Monday, I have to work the entire day. Then I will be heading to Houston. My guess is actually Tuesday morning. And we'll be down there for Thanksgiving and for Liesel's birthday. So Thanksgiving's on Thursday, Liesel's birthday is on Friday. And I'm sure we'll stay for the weekend after that, probably coming back on Sunday. So I hope to get several episodes of Drive Warp done while I'm down there. And I hope to get a few uploaded before I go, because I'm going to have some time over the weekend to actually sit down and get some of the ones that I've made, get them prepped, and get them uploading. So that is a long update. Talk to everybody tomorrow.